Hello and welcome to Regarding. In this series I will discuss certain topics of my choosing, or of your choice if you want to leave suggestions in the comments, and I give my opinions about them. My initial plan for this first episode was for me to talk about the new Ghostbusters movie, because it's an easy thing for me to rant about. There's a lot of things that I could say angrily about it. But just like my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. video, discussed in my first episode of Rejected Ideas, the time for its relevance kind of went and gone. Blech. Why? Because it took me so damn long to set up this second channel. That's why the Loopods were recorded in January and February and only uploaded in October and November. Because I thought that it would take a much shorter amount of time for me to set up this channel. But alas, the channel was created in October and that's what we get. Despite all that, the late creation of my channel did give me a new topic to talk about. My website. Therefore, regarding my website, yes, that is what I'll start all these discussions off with. Although most of you will know that I did have a website, I mean it did have over 1,500 or something visitors, very few, or at least one person, sorry, at most one person, will know that it got deleted. That one person being me. Yes, though I promoted it in the descriptions of my videos, links have been since deleted, my website has shut down. There are various reasons for this, however, before I go any further I'd like to say that I don't have any screenshots of my website. I didn't know I'd be making a video about it, therefore my descriptions will just have to do. Firstly, it was rubbish. Seriously though, it was a really awful website. Sure, I don't know much about web design, and even though Moonfruit, the site creator, made it easy for me to make, the website was just mediocre at best. Very basic, with only pages, pictures, links, and a couple of embedded videos. The latter of which was probably the best thing about it. And what was on there had a very poor layout, with me just slinging pictures and links and text over each of the pages. It just wasn't well made. In short, I didn't have much care for it, frankly. Sure, one could argue that I made it for fun, but if I was going to promote myself using it, then that website would be a very bad thing to use for that purpose. Next we have maintenance. I frequently forgot that I even had the website and was only reminded that I even had it when Moonfruit sometimes sent me an email. Not to remind me that I had it, but just like promotional stuff. Or of course if I was watching my videos and I saw the link in the description. That meant that whenever I came to look at the website, the information that was used was outdated. For example, the videos page on my website had a bunch of YouTube embedded videos. And the latest video to be embedded on that page was Confess. Now, the last time I checked the website was around September-ish, which means that 6 videos were uploaded between me last updating that videos page and me last checking it. Another example was the About page. Now, oh god, ignoring the cringe-worthy description of how then Legaloo 12 came to be, just below that I had a list of hardware and software that I use while making videos. What was the program listed as my tool for masking and making mouth movements? Why, it was Microsoft Paint, of course! Let's just forget that that ever existed and that I ever used it, okay? The third reason is the main reason why the website was shut down. If it weren't for this, the website would likely still be up, though it would still likely be listed as Confess being the latest video. In short, Moonfruit sent me an email in September saying that they were shutting down their free version of their services. They said that too many of their customers were using the free version and therefore made the decision to shut it down completely. I was surprised at this email, to be sure, but I understand their reasoning completely. As with any business, Moonfruit need to make money to remain a business. From what I know, the only way that they do make money is from paid subscriptions to use their services. However, if all of their customers were to use the free version, then they wouldn't have any money to remain a business. They did give me the option to keep the website if I used a paid subscription, but I declined. Although I would happily give them my money because their services are very, very good and makes it very easy to create a website. I mean, even I did it. There are two reasons why I declined. The first and foremost is that I'm unemployed and therefore I don't have a steady enough income to pay for their services. The second reason is that, seeing as I hardly updated the website at all, a paid subscription just wouldn't be worth it. The final reason for the website's removal is a more sincere one. It was brought to my attention when a good friend of mine and star of several of my videos, James Pritchett, requested that he used a cartoon image for his profile on my website. For those of you who don't know, I had profiles for each of the stars of my videos, including a photo of them, their biggest role, and a basic description of a characteristic they had. For instance, I was the animator and my biggest role was Batman. That was another thing that was awful about my website. For some of the profiles I had no idea what to do for their characteristic, therefore resorting to things like the nice one. Also, I apologise for the person whose profile that applied to. I can't remember who it was, but I'm sorry anyway. Anyway, back on track. So when I was first uploading these pictures of my friends and family to the website, all of which have been deleted now with the removal of the website, I didn't think much of it. I mean, sure, I understood the dangers of putting information online, but being my ignorant and naive self, I just figured that the people whose images they were of, I thought that only they would see them and that it didn't matter too much. Even though I obliged to James's request, I remember feeling hesitant about it, as the cartoon image would look odd against all the other live action images. It was only when I came to log out of that session of updating the website that I noticed that I had over 1,000 visitors. At the time I was really excited and proceeded to Facebook to post about my supposed achievement. However, it wasn't until later, not the same day mind you, more like a couple weeks, that I realised something. I don't have 1,000 friends. Sure, they could have visited the website multiple times, but A, why the hell would they? And B, they'd each have to visit the website 20 times, assuming I have 50 friends of course, to get to that amount, at least. The last option was that people outside of my friendship group and family were visiting the website. It was here that I realised why James had requested his face be removed and replaced with a cartoon image. Other people, strangers, were seeing the faces of me, my friends and my family, and I completely regret that decision, and I apologise for anybody who had profiles on the website. As I said before, the removal of the website deleted all photos from it. Luckily, the website's cancellation was the first step to amending that mistake, with that process deleting all the images that were on the website. I don't know if there are any other steps, but if there are, I will fix them. Overall, while my website was a nice idea at the time, allowing me to you know, I genuinely can't think of anything that the website did for me. All it mainly did was reiterate the stuff that was on YouTube, and therefore the website was really only created for fun. It could have been deleted at any time, and seeing as it was hardly used, or likely hardly seen by you guys, it just wasn't worth the trouble to keep it up. And that concludes the discussion on my late website. Do you guys think I should have kept it? While of course making the amendments that needed to be made. Do you think I should make another one? Leave all your thoughts in the comments section below. And leave a like if you think that my website was absolute trash. And with that, I am out.